Today I will be sharing my experience with the products that I absolutely hated recently. Why did I waste my time on them? Before we start, if you like any of these products and you take it personally that someone else doesn't like it, then just do your mental health a favor and do not watch the video, because I don't have a goal in mind to attack you, but you know, if you cannot process that someone else doesn't like what you like, just don't watch. I need to say, my skin type is oily, I'm acne prone. Actually, I have one right here, really painful one. And my pores also clog easily, especially here. Let's start. I have two skincare products to share with you. And the first one is this Celimax Noni Acne Cleanser. I bought this just because I wanted to try a new cleanser. Simple as that. First, I actually realized that I do not like foam cleansers because I feel like I cannot understand if I cleansed my face well enough with this, but it's not that important. At first, everything seemed fine and I even used half of the bottle, but when I reached the half, something has changed. Suddenly, I started to experience really strange irritation all over my face, but especially in the areas around my eyes. After every wash, I would be covered in these very tiny red spots, but they would calm down by the next day before I wash my skin again. So it was obvious that it's from this cleanser. And it was so strange. I didn't use a retinol during that period, or retinol, anything like that, like nothing what could give me more sensitive skin. And my skin is not sensitive, so when something irritates me, it's really strange. It is also strange that it started to irritate me when I went through half of the bottle. And it also smells like essential oils, which is not very nice, at least in my opinion. I tried to use it up by cleaning my brushes with it, but I cannot bother. I don't want to try to use it up. I absolutely hate it now, so bye. Another thing is this Niacinamide 10% TXA 4%. This viral, I don't know why, serum. This was sent to me by YesStyle for a review, and a while back I came to the conclusion that 10% niacinamide is simply too much for my skin. My skin loves niacinamide, but in lower concentrations, like 5%, like in XSY serum, there is 5% niacinamide, or even less. At that level, I see positive, real results. Actually, I had a comment once under one of my videos, like, Korean skincare has so little concentration of active ingredients and so they're almost non-existent. I'm sorry, but do people still think that the more of something you have, the better? Like that if you have vitamin C 30%, it's better than having 5% vitamin C? I thought that we left this somewhere in like 2022, but apparently some people still think the more the better. But once I hit 10%, it's the same problem every time. Tiny red bumps filled with fluid all over my face. I mean, not a lot of them, but here and here and here, like in random places. The ordinary 10% niacinamide also did the same thing to me, so I just realized it's not for me. And also the reviews of any products are so strange. It seems like every influencer loves it. I'm just saying, it's strange. By the way, I'm attaching the video where I'm swatching the product, so if you're curious how the product looks like, please go to the videos that are. Now we move to makeup. This tint. I was thinking, like, should I include it here or not, or it's actually not that bad, but then I realized it's kind of a waste of money, and everything that is, in my opinion, a waste of money will be included in this. So this tint. This is a classic case of form over function. It feels like the goal was the design and specifically the look of the product to create an eye-catching packaging that would sell, while the formula wasn't that important, which it could be okay if the packaging would actually be good. But no, the design of the packaging has multiple flows. First, you have to open it by holding this specific part. Not this one, this one. You have to open it like this. If you grab the wrong section, if you open it like this, it might break, and it is like instruction, it is shown on the packaging itself. Because the plastic here is flimsy, so It's not very well made, and I guess this is why it can just break. Let's open it. The applicator is short and angled in a way that it makes it a little bit awkward to use. So for some reason, we're supposed to use it like this. And I was wondering, why did they not just turn the applicator so that we can use it like this? So that this part is not in our way when we're applying, but instead this part is going to be touching my chin, so it's not very comfortable to use. It's not a disaster, but it's annoying. Every time I hold it in my hands, I feel like it's some kind of cheap toy. So yeah, I feel like this product was just made to be on the shelf like this. Beautiful, but never used. And the formula is, as I mentioned already, is nothing unique, nothing new, nothing good. It's just a tint. It's like super boring. Another tint that is even worse. Another tint. Now this one I absolutely hate it. I hate it. I want my money back for this. This is naming Blurry Heart Lip Tint. This, to me, is the definition of terrible packaging. It's so cheap. It reminds me of Essence products, but Essence products are like 4 or 5 euros. This one is about 20 euros. It arrived with some kind of marks. It's not dirt and I cannot clean it. It feels cheap to hold it. It feels even cheaper to open it because it makes all of these weird clicking sounds, and then you try to open it. It's hard to open. It's even harder to put it back. Oh my god, it's awful. The applicator doesn't pick up enough product. I need to dig in like 2-3 times. Imagine digging in 2-3 times like this. What is this torture? What is this torture? Who created this? Was it done on purpose? The formula is no better. It's hard to apply. It doesn't blend well. It's so drying. It's like it's sucking all the moisture from your skin. It emphasized the dry patches that I never knew I had. And the color, like I'm not even speaking about the color. I bought this color Hypnotic because it looked purplish, because it looked like my lips are frozen, like I was cold and my lips are kind of purple. And I received a warm color, Hello. Hello. So the packaging is awful, the formula is awful, the swatches are lying. So please, I thought, okay, maybe at least it can look good on the shelf, like the Coral Haze tint. It doesn't stand. Yes, it doesn't stand. It doesn't have the possibility to stand. So you can only just put it in your bag or put it in your makeup bag or whatever, but it cannot be an accessory because it cannot stand. This is probably the worst product that I've used so far in 2025. Awful, and people continue to buy because of the packaging. Makeup consumers, we need to do better. Let's continue speaking about tints. Next up we have this Judy Doll Ice Watery Lip Gloss. These were sent to me by Judy Doll when we had a collab in January, and they just do not look good on the lips. The first time I tried them, I thought maybe it's me problem, maybe the problem are my lips. But then I saw a creator on Reels applying them, and they looked exactly the same way they looked on me, so I realized that it is actually the way they look. They're patchy, they're uneven, it's hard to apply because of this tiny metal applicator. I do like the idea of metal applicators, but because they're more hygienic, but when they're small like this, it's really hard to work with them. Yeah, I really didn't like how these tints look. The more I tried to use them, the more and more I realized that These are definitely not for me, and I'm not sure who will like them even. This Flower Nose Midsummer Fairy Tales liquid highlighter. This was sent to me in PR, and I mentioned already in one of my videos reviewing products that maybe it's just not for my skin. Maybe it's like wrong skin type, because my skin is oily, it typically doesn't lack any glow. And maybe this is for people with super dry skin that want to have a little bit of glow. But for me, it does absolutely nothing. Nothing. No radiance, no subtle shimmer, nothing. Also, the reason I put it in this video is because I went to the website to see this highlighter again, and it's labeled as multi-chrome. I'm sorry, multi-chrome? Is multi-chrome in the room with us? Because I feel like they were not invited. Did I forget the definition of multi-chrome, or what is happening? This is not multi-chrome. Strange. And the last product is this awfulness. This is just bad. And before anyone jumps in saying it's Asian makeup, it's not very pigmented. Asian makeup, and they mean like Japanese, Korean, or Chinese mainstream makeup. Please hear me out. Yes, I would say that Korean and Japanese mainstream blushes are usually softer in pigment. They're buildable and they're subtle. This doesn't mean that they have to be chalky and have zero payoff. There are plenty, I'm sorry if you've never found such blushes, but there are plenty of great light pigmented blushes from like mainstream Korean, Japanese, and Chinese brands that are soft, buildable, and actually show up. This one, it's patchy, chalky, no color, unless you apply like 50 layers. To me, it's a complete waste of time and money, torture. So these are the products that I really didn't enjoy, and I'm okay with that. I tested them, I didn't like them, I shared with you. So maybe if you have similar skin type or similar taste in makeup, maybe you also should not waste your money on these products. But do whatever you want. Let me know if you liked any of this. Let me know which products you really didn't like recently. Yeah, let's talk about it. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye!